In 1848, gold was found in California. Soon after, people from all over the United States rushed to Northern California. 1 year later, 3 men, Samuel Brannan, Pearson Redding, and Henry Cheever, bought land from John Sutter and founded Yuba City. For nearly 74 years, neither Marysville nor Yuba City had a Baptist church for people to attend. It was not until a carpenter, David Waddell, and 13 other charter members founded the First Baptist Church of Yuba City, California. That first congregation met in a Seventh-day Adventist church on the corner of Plumas Street and Forbes Avenue. He was followed by mission pastor, and then Pastor E.L. Fields became our first real permanent pastor. It was through his guidance at the church they were able to get their first building. That first church building was a small chapel that was used in Richvale, California, that was donated and moved to Yuba City. It was located on the corner of Almond and Forbes Avenue. The next place our church met was right down the street, on the corner of Almond and Church Street. This building was built in 1934 by our congregation and had a much larger seating capacity. The church stayed there for quite a few years, until 1950, when they outgrew this building as well and started making plans for our current location. Pastor Fields was followed by other men like Pastor Walton, Pastor Allen, Pastor Mintz, and Pastor Hasselblad. And then, in 1944, God led Pastor Ortiz Weniger and his family to Yuba City. In 1955, the Yuba City flood came.
Take the Colusa Highway to the west or the Chico Highway to the north. Warn your next door neighbor, then leave immediately.
The levee is breaking. Everybody evacuate immediately. Take the Colusa Highway to the west or the Chico Highway to the north.
Go back days later with the families returning and watch the process of restoration begin.
One year later, the people of Yuba City rebuilt the town. The best days of First Baptist Church were right in front of it. All of our buildings were flooded. The damage was minimal, but our attendance reached a high day of over 434 in 1963. Following Pastor Weniger, Pastor Byers came and was here for about 8 years, while Pastor Dwayne Johnson and his wife Jeannie served First Baptist Church for 10 years. In 2003, God led the Vessel family to First Baptist Church from Southern California, where they served faithfully for 15 years. In February 2019, the First Baptist Church of Yuba City called Dan Callahan to be their pastor. His wife, Helen, and their 3 children, Darren, Ashlyn, and Trent, are Bay Area natives, but have grown to love the quietness of this amazing agriculture-rich community. Many men and women serving in our armed forces have passed through the doors of First Baptist Church, and for that, we are grateful and honored to have a small part in their faith journey. We look forward to the next chapter as we celebrate our 100th anniversary this year. How many souls will be reached with the gospel? How many of our children will grow up and have families of their own? Or will Christ return and take us all home to heaven? We don't know the answer to those questions, but we do know that our God wants to do exceedingly, abundantly above all that we ask or think. God has given us an amazing church and an amazing city. May we continue to serve the Lord and truly say, "This is the Lord's doing. It is marvelous in our eyes."